Hey, well, that's good news, isn't it? We're in another national lockdown. As soon as I get, but but how are you all? What's going on? Other than we're all locked down again. How friend? Oh, you're not spamming in the chat, by the way. We're having a bad connection. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Hello. So we're having some connection issues as well. As if anything else can go wrong today. So what time we live in, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. This is absolutely mad, mate. I tell you, this has made my day. Oh, bless you. It couldn't have come up wordly fair. Yeah, man. Like, so I thought I'd do this. I enjoyed doing last one. I enjoyed chatting to you guys last time. This is here at the moment. It's just nice to get to know you all and sort of find out what you want from the channel and what you enjoy seeing and what you like sort of about what I do and so I can improve and I can get better for you. So please, just tell me what can I do? I'm ahead at the moment of you're not late this time. Yeah, you did come in kind of at the end last time. To be fair though, I was only meant to be on for about 50 minutes. I was just testing these live. I'm not great with the whole tech side of things in terms of like going live and stuff like that. Yeah, I ended up being on there for about an hour, which is really nice. It's really lovely getting sort of chatting to everyone and getting to know everyone and thrown at the moment, to be honest with you, by the announcement that's just been made. Well, good news is they are extending furlough, so that's it's not going to be and chill. But again, it doesn't make sense to me why though. I don't. We're just going to reconnect. Sorry, sorry, keep getting disconnected. Look, it doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense to me is why the schools are kept open. If we're spreading things and they said children spread it, why would you do that? It makes no. I don't know where to look. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. To be perfectly fair, I'm now looking at the screen, so that's kind of how I'm working it. I could look at the camera, but I don't know. Hi, Hamilton Nonstop. How are you? So, I guess though, if we're going into lockdown again, I'm gonna have a bit more time to record and stuff. So get your stuff in. Tell me. Hey, right? Yeah, not bad. So I'm on a live. Do you want to say hi to people? No. Look. We've got the SWAT team in. Have you heard that we're now going into lockdown again?
Yes, we are going back on furlough.
That's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I've just said, well, I'm now going to have a lot more time to record songs. That's always good.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just wonderful. Thanks. Oh, bless. The thing is, right, all the staff are so lovely. Everyone's lovely. So I've been coming off and on here for about 12 years now, and everyone's so nice, and people, and it's the thing that's upsetting for me. Like I even said, like if I wasn't going to be coming back here, because obviously everywhere has had to make redundancies, I was fully prepared to do that. Well, what would hurt me more? I'd happily go and work at like a Tesco or whatever. And eventually, if you work hard, you will get back to doing what you love doing. I've been very, very fortunate to do this for 18 years. So the thing that got to me, I get to see people here again, because the people here are so lovely, absolutely lovely. I mean, yeah, Claire G, don't get me started on the... If young people watching, if you're a main cause of spread, why would you let them go back to school? You're such an amazing YouTuber. It's completely alien to me. Like I watch a few YouTubers. I mean, I can only dream. Like, if you like Disney, do you like Brian Hull? He's amazing. Brian Hull's awesome. He does like impressions and stuff as he does, because like he now makes it his full-time job. Is a collaboration with another YouTuber. I'm going to put links, obviously, to his YouTube as well. But I'd really appreciate it. Anyone I do collaborations with, and subscribe and give them some love as well, because a lot of the YouTubers I work with, we all started out as very, very small YouTubers. When I started this at the start of lockdown, I think I had maybe 200 and something subscribers. To whom, Boogie, you've been enjoying the upload quite a bit, man. Oh, thank you very much. Happy Halloween, man. But yeah, we're all very, very small. We did it, and it's growing. And you know what? It's so overwhelming to know that many people believe in what I'm doing, that they'll click that subscribe button. And I know it seems like a stupid thing, obviously everyone watching here is probably a subscriber, or you've just sort of stumbled upon that. You know, my first video was the whole being dead thing. The first attempt was, do you know what? I'd done that first attempt. I'm going to be honest, right? So I was literally introduced to Beetlejuice that day. I think it was the day before. I went and I listened to it maybe once or twice, and I gave myself 15 minutes to learn it. And I'm actually quite proud of how that one turned out. It's by no means a performance of that song. There's bits in it that are wrong. There's loads of mistakes, but I like to put at the start of the YouTube thing. I like to keep myself on my toes. So how I work is I only ever give myself 2 times. On that, like Hamilton. So I done one of the amazing. Thank you, bro. Enjoyed it. It was an interesting version. See, Clever Mara it was an interesting version, but it was an interesting version purely because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I like doing that though, because you know, it means you interpret the lyrics and you interpret things in a different way, which is, I think, is quite nice. I don't think it's good to do a straight cover sometimes. But yeah, what was I saying? Yes, if you go on to any of my collaborations, if you can give those people a follow, because the thing is, what you don't understand is, if you have 10 subscribers, you're doing equal amounts of work. If you want this to work, you're doing equal amount of work. Like, I am literally at the editing non-stop because I do something every day. I need to stay ahead of myself, and I'm now I'm going to have a lot more time, so I'm going to be well ahead of myself. But it means I'm going to be doing some videos from home, and also I'm thinking as well, considering we're going to be in a lockdown again, I'm going to possibly start offering singing lessons via Zoom. I mean, and help you do a more rounded out character performance or whatever. But yeah, no, I never intended to use YouTube. I'm really experienced to get. You know what I love most about it is the amazing people that I'm meeting along the way. Like, you people that are, to have people be so positive. I mean, I've always experienced like the internet as like a quite. Yeah, it's not. I'm a monster drink. I know it's bad for me. It's one of these things where, you know, the internet can be a horrible place, but actually, you know what? 99.9% like of comments and interactions I've had on here have been so positive and so lovely, and it's really given me a lot more faith in the world. If I'm being honest with you, a lot more faith in the world. It's your dream to be in the West End, man. Do you know what? Never give up. That's the thing. And one thing I've learned is never give up. I never thought that I'd get, you know, 500 followers on it, you know, let alone we're nearly at 2K now, and I hope it keeps growing, because you know, obviously I've said before, the more people who are following, the more time I can put into it. I've got plans I'd like to do on here, but obviously they involve investment, and I'd like to be able to invest into it. Yeah, it's been one of these weird experiences where the people I've been working with have been so lovely. We're all small YouTubers. We've not got a lot of followers, but we all put in loads of work. Emily Claire, her videos are the same. I don't know, I've got another collab coming with her soon with another singer called Brooke DeRosa. Again, her channel is incredible. You've got Brooks Theatre. He's got a great channel overview. Or anyone you see me do collaborations with, please go and give their channels a look. Please give them some time. Like, 3 minutes isn't a ask, I don't think, sometimes. And I think if I can do anything with a platform like this, it is really to draw attention to, you know, different things, like to do with theatre. Obviously, it's kind of my thing. But also other people who do what I do, who are insanely talented but don't have any followers. Do you know what? There is a sorry, my partner's just text. I'm going to say this now. For fuck's sake, the kids aren't going to school. No, absolutely not. I completely agree with her. No, do you know what? I just think that anyone that has the time to put something like this together. I mean, you know, it's a weird way of looking at anything. I do it for the attention, but the attention is kind of needed with it, if that makes any sense. I do it because I genuinely love it. And whether I had, I love that McDonald's video. Oh, yeah. If you go way back, I've done a vlog, a reaction to, I toured for 5 years as Frankie Valli, and they can have a massive effect. I toured for 5 years with this group when we started off as like, actually right here, we started off at Potters, which gave us an amazing platform to bounce off. But then what happened was, we got asked, obviously, when you get asked if you can do stuff outside of the resort, and we thought, okay, we can do that. And we got asked if we could do a charity event, and I was like, yeah, we'll do a charity event. We turned up, and it was at McDonald's. So just us 4 guys in our Jersey Boys outfits. Sorry, we've got a bad connection again. We've got a very bad connection tonight. So, sorry, bad connection tonight. Yeah. So us 4 guys on our jacket, don't know what's going on. I've got to go home tonight and find out what we're doing. But yeah, and then no one knew what was going on. And I mean, Jersey Boys is a great show. But if you're not a theatre fan or a live entertainment fan, and you're sitting just trying to eat with your family, these 4 guys in red jackets turn up dancing and singing Sherry at the top of their lungs. I mean, it was such an awkward situation. I mean, you should find that, if you haven't seen it, you should find it. It's insane. It was so funny. But yeah, it's near the speaker. What's that? Near the speaker. Oh yeah. There was people sitting right next to the speakers. They didn't know what was going to happen, and somebody's like, "Sherry!" It's ridiculous. And they're all going, "No, you see," but. And then later on, you realise, oh, it was good. Oh yeah, there was a baby in the video as well. Bless it, the poor baby was trying to. There was a baby, so a lady trying to get a baby to sleep whilst we're singing Sherry. She was right next to the speaker. That's not how that works. But yeah, it's a weird situation where you do these things in life, and you at the time you don't realise what they can lead to, and like theatre, cruise liners, they have actually. I don't actually do the group anymore, but they've just won for the 2nd year in a row the UK's tribute act. So it's a big award, and it was lovely to be a part of that. And they've asked me if I can go back. I mean, with this whole new lockdown thing, I don't know what's going on, but they've asked me if I can go back to that theatre and do a show. The connection here is unstable tonight, and it keeps cutting out. But yeah, on the other subject though, now we're going back into lockdown, it's probably time for me to start making some changes to the channel. So during these 4 weeks, I'm going to continue to release a video at 2 p.m. every day. Working and kids at school and all that. 2 p.m. is not an ideal time. Also, I've realised as well, I think it's like 30% of my viewers. Really bad connection. Can you hear me? I don't know, because it's saying bad connection on here, but I don't know. It's like that. So we're back now. So it keeps going bad connection. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. I look like I'm confused. That's why. You should try singing When I Climb to the Top of the Mountain Rock. I don't know that one. I have to look it up. I'll look it up. But yeah, during lockdown this time for a month, I'm going to look into it. So I've realised that if you can hear me, I'll keep talking. Oh, there you go. We're back. School of Rock is where it is from. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'll look into that one then. But yes, so during lockdown, I've decided a lot, like 30% of my listeners, viewers are from the US. And obviously, so I think 6 p.m. is now going to be a better time. Sunflower got to go, hey, how you doing, girl? Yes, we're going to change the name of the channel. Still deciding on what to call it. AB Sings is just not appropriate anymore considering the theme of the channel. I'm thinking maybe AB Sings Broadway or just I Sing Broadway or something like that. At those two, which ones you like, and we'll go with that. Found the lower key. I found out the lowered the key after a little bit. I don't know what that means. Wrong word, typo. I'm gonna go with that because that's funny. What? I don't know. Basically, I need people that see the channel. We lost connection again. We lost connection again for a second. Without seeing a video, kind of know what the channel's about, which at the moment the name of the channel doesn't, because it's shot. Alex is always hard to sing. Yeah, do you know what though? Alex is when you should be AB Sings Broadway. I think that's what we're gonna do, but I'll probably change that name within a week or two. The thing you got, so here we go. So it was lowered, right? It wasn't D minor, that was lowered to C minor. Yeah, the thing is though, when you're doing a song 8 times a week, and a show like School of Rock or show like Beetlejuice, when you're doing that 8 times a week, I mean, you do get a day off. So let's say you're doing it 6 times a week, right? It will destroy your voice, because between scenes as well, you're talking. It's non-stop. When you're doing a show and you're the lead in that show, you are constant. When you're off stage, sometimes it's backstage singing. When you're off stage, it's quick changes, not just quick changes. You're rushing around. You're remembering lines. It is an absolute nightmare. So yeah, you get tired, and you get tired quickly. So I'm not surprised they had to lower it for him. You know, when you hear these cast recordings, it's a lot easier. You know, I would say that I have that same, not the same issue, because obviously I record, but I record 10 in an hour and a half sometimes. You know, it's a lot. Hello, Dan Talks. How are you, man? I literally just bigged up your channel a little while ago. Yeah, so exactly. So you run a lot on adrenaline in these shows, but the thing you've got to remember is as well, when you do recording, like I record, say, in an hour, I record once a week, sometimes maybe once every 2 weeks, but in that time, I manage in about an hour and a half. I need to get 10 songs done just to cover myself. So when you yeah. We're losing connection. We're losing connection. We're losing connection. There we are. We're losing connection. That's lovely. I love losing a connection. It's crap, but yes. So yeah, it will be in a different key now. So that'll be a learning experience. So it's the School of Rock to cater to that. So it's simple as that. You know, it's a business at the end of the day, and they need to be at optimum capacity in order to make things work. But yeah. So like for me, sorry, this connection's awful. Yeah, but for me, I record, say, 10 songs in an hour and a half. So by the last song, my voice is like shot, because I'm belting them out. Like, you know, sometimes I'll do female songs. Like, so I, for example, I try and work my way up. So when I'm recording a song, I plan out things. So everything has its own file. So you have the track in there, you have the GarageBand file already set up, and I need to know those songs pretty much back to front. So I only really need to do 2 takes or warm up whilst singing. So the other day I done a song from, because obviously the Grinch, Mr. Grinch, but because it's so low, it then allows my lower half of my voice to warm up, and then I oh, here we go, down to it. I think not definitely yet, because it's literally just been announced, but they're still extending furlough, so hopefully there'll be furlough. But you've got to look at the positives, Dan Talks video. You've got to look at the positives. I'm now going to have a month to and really work. Dan Talks video, you are a legend. He is a legend, mate. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, so got to look at the positive things. You know, the whole country, the whole world is going through this whole situation at the moment. It is, and the more you bitch and moan about it, it's not gonna help anything. It's not, mate. Angela will be decorating for a month. You know, you can moan about not having the money. You can moan about so much in life, but the whole world's going through this. You know, and I look at it like this. I'm very fortunate as a performer that, you know, I was on. You can't look at things through that spectrum of vision. The more you complain about things, the less you'll achieve. It's as simple as that. The more you complain, the less productive you will be. The more you will dwell. What's the point? There's no point in worrying about things. You know, we're all going through this thing around for a while. You know, and like theatre has been around for a while, and there's all this talk. People are going, "Oh, theatre will close down. The industry will be shot to bits." That's probably going to be true, but that doesn't mean it's going to be gone forever. It's not going to be gone forever. We're humans. We're like a virus in ourselves. We procreate, we populate, and we build. That's what we do as a species. And whining about stuff doesn't get things done. You know? What gets things done is a focus. You know, complaining. There's no point. There's no point in complaining. Why would you complain? You know, life is as good as you're going to make it. Oh, losing. I'm so sorry about this connection. Yes, then negativity is going to come towards you. I'm not an overly spiritual person, I would say. I mean, but I believe that what you put out there comes back to you. And I think if you're going to be complaining and worse off than you, you know, you can have a job you hate and all that sort of stuff. There's still going to be some you'll never experience. So why are you being depressed all the time? You don't have to be. Life is hard, but we work our way through, and that's what this is. So if any of you are getting down about lockdown, look at it this way. They had it a lot worse in World War II. They've had it a lot worse in times. Living, pretty sure I'm considered a key worker in my job at the moment. We'll see it all through. Everyone will get through this. There's going to be hard times, but being upset about it isn't going to help. What will help you? Why a YouTube thing? I didn't want to sit there for 6 months begrudgingly going through life. Why would you do that? You need to stay positive. You need to stay positive for your kids, for your families, for your friends. If you're feeling down, you're very entitled to feel down. But what you need to remember is that this is going to be a story that we tell our friends and our family, and we talk about and go, oh, remember that time we were all locked in? That's what that's going to be, you know, and we'll look back on it as a lot of people do with a lot of situations, and you'll see, have you people following me and supporting me? What's right, Mark said? I'll still be working deliveries to hospitals and schools. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry about this connection. Yeah, Mark is right. Mark is a delivery driver, and he delivers to hospitals, schools, doctor surgeries, and all that. And he's right. Next year, we'll all get together, and we will. Even if it went on for nothing is finite. I'm sure people, when the plague was around, thought that was never going to end. You know, it will end. We're going to get through it as if we try and look at the positives in everything. Hence why I try and do this. A song a day, right? I do a song every single day. Now, that is quite stressful. I'm not going to lie. But it is really rewarding as well. And if I can make one person happy just through doing a silly song, then it's worth doing, isn't it? You know, it's not always about the now. It's about the future. And if you are feeling down now, don't. Because in the future, it will be a memory. It'll be just a distant memory. So we will all get through it. 100%. You know, and as for theatres as well, people keep saying to me, oh, you know, the theatre industry's ruined. And you know what? Yeah, probably will be. And stuff like that. They're the ones that are suffering. That's why I done that video with the Marina Theatre. They are suffering. They're not getting funding. West End theatres are generally owned by quite wealthy people, you know, and they have a bank of money. And I'm not saying it's fine. It's not infinite. It's finite, obviously, but they will get the help. West End shows will get the help, but little theatres won't. And the little theatres are the ones that inspire people to go and work in the big theatres. So I'm really passionate about that. I'm sorry, but it's these little venues are the ones that need the help. But the thing is, history might suffer. It might suffer for a very, very long time. But I mean, let's go back in time, shall we? Like in Shakespeare's days, theatre was considered, you know, if you were an actor, it wasn't considered a great thing. You know, it wasn't given the accolades that it is today. They didn't have the technology they had today. You know, and it's grown from that. But you can go back to times, and there was still theatre back then. It was just people in streets. You know, it will build back up again. You know, but again, the only way it's going to happen is if we all stay positive and focus. We have to focus on things. That's why I'm doing this. It gives me a focus. It gives me an aim for the day. You know, I have my routine. You know, I'll get up, I'll pick the video I'm going to put up for tomorrow, and I'll record and I'll edit, and then I will come and do something like this with you guys, chat to you guys, yeah, we'll make it through. You know, and if you ever, you know, like I said, if you're ever feeling down about it, just, you know, click on a video like any one of the people. I guarantee you, Dan Talks Theatre, for example, go and watch one of his videos. You know, he deserves more followers. He's hilarious, and he'll make you. Evening, Sam. How are you, my friend? Yeah, it's he'll put a smile on your face. You know what I do? I watch Lad Baby. Lad Baby's hilarious. You know, they're a really lovely family, and look at that. Like they came from just being a family, an average family. Now look at them. They've had 2 Christmas #1s. They've now got their own crisp flavour. They're an average family, and the power of people is an amazing thing, and that is something I'm really discovering. through doing these and that's a silly, I do something silly. Like every day I put a video up, you know, that's silly. But something as silly as that can make a difference to someone. And that's amazing. Like, you have no idea how happy it makes me when I see that I've gained 1 or 2 subscribers to my channel. That's a massive feeling for me, because it means it's another 1 or 2 people that feels like what I'm doing is worthwhile. You know, it means a lot. But it takes people 2 seconds to go subscribe. I'll watch that for 1-2 minutes a day. That's nothing. But the impact and the effect that has on someone's mentality and on someone's day is massive. And that's something that I don't think gets said enough. The sequel, you know, well, we all know sequels aren't as good as the first time around, don't we? But that's okay. Mark, your lives during the last lockdown. Thank you so much. So how this all started was the video a day started because at the start of lockdown, for this place here, we were doing lives for their Facebook. And I'd do a live, and then I'd send it to them, and then that would be put out on their Facebook, but I put it onto the YouTube as well. And then people found my YouTube through that, like 30-minute sets of like just regular music. It wasn't musical theatre back then. It was maybe a couple of musicals, but it wasn't a focus. It's just just a general music set. And then because I realised I had time on my hands, I wanted to rediscover what I was most passionate about, which is obviously musical theatre. I used to be a walking encyclopedic knowledge. You could literally ask me anything and I'd know about it. Missing working, yeah, man. I know, man. Well, we're all going to miss working now because we're back into lockdown. Yeah, I just think we should all stay positive and we should all stay focused. That's the end of it. I think the more you dwell on things not being how you would like them, the less they're going to be how you're going to like them. The only way you can initiate a positive change is by being positive and rolling with the punches. You know, I've loved being back on stage. It's been an amazing experience to be one of the very few, I think less than 10% of performers are able to go on a stage at the moment. And I'm very, very fortunate that I've still got this opportunity. And at the end of lockdown, hopefully, all being well, I'm still about because of university. Well, there you go. See, that's the thing. Like, you know, very, very lucky. I'm in a very, very fortunate position that I wish I could give to every performer out there, because it's a weird industry. It's a really weird industry. Like I personally, as a person, you have helped me so much during lockdown. Oh, bless you. That's things like that. Amazing. Like I something that, like, the power of people is something that I have a lot more faith in now. Maybe not to wear a mask because people don't, because they're idiots. But you know, people support throughout this whole thing has been absolutely incredible, like beyond anything I could have really imagined. And yeah, man, I hope that the channel continues to grow. I hope that I continue to, you know, have more people following me on this channel and suggesting songs and interacting. I want this kind of be, you know, and we're all going through the same thing together. And that, you know what, I mean, some of you obviously I know in person, some of you I don't. But even though, you know, you don't meet in person or whatever, that you've got someone who you can come to once a day who, you know, is into the same things you are. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Mark. That's lovely. Yeah, our university year is in the next wave of tech and performance. We've been just told to stick together, but not too close. Yeah, exactly. Look, the thing is, I just hope that I'm you know, I don't really vent too often. You know, I try and stay positive, and I try and look at the bright side of things, and I try and be the happy-go-lucky one. It's annoying for some people because they see me this little hyperactive sort of hobbit thing running around, but someone's got to do it. But I don't really get serious often. And in all seriousness, I do this YouTube thing now because it is keeping me sane, and you people are keeping me sane. And I really, really, really hope that you guys will help grow this channel, share the channel, help me. I've got this notebook, and within this notebook is just notes upon notes upon notes upon notes, and I'm constantly one thing that this thing do that I can't do until I know, like, is that the Halloween show I can hear? Yes, it is the Halloween show you can hear. I'm sitting here. It's probably a bad place to sit, or, you know, anywhere else it's going to be people everywhere. So this is quite a nice, quiet spot. Well, it was, can't we? I hope that you guys, because again, I'll explain it. So YouTube has an algorithm. Any person that I do with on YouTube, we all have this discussion. It has an algorithm. So the more people that like a video, the more people that subscribe, the more you guys comment, all that stuff goes towards how YouTube pushes your video, you guys, how the channel grows. And I really do want it. Doing these videos every day and interacting with you guys is giving me more confidence. I wouldn't know 7 months ago. I mean, I'm an actor, I'm a performer, but being myself on camera is not something I do comfortably. It's not something I do now. But yeah, it's changing me as a person for the better, more in a positive way. And I truly point where, like you have the Brian Hulls and like you have this, if you can get enough people following you, I could do so much more with the platform. And I do see this as a platform where I can grow and I can evolve and I can push myself to do new things with it. So I do really want to do cinematic recreations of musical theatre songs. That is my #1 aim with this channel. And once we get to 5,000 subscribers, which is millions of years away, probably never going to happen. I'm under no illusions. But the reason I say 5K, the only reason is because then you have the investment of people watching and to make the investment financially into creating those products, if that makes any sense. Because I don't have all that equipment, I need to get that equipment. And because I don't have, you know, any of those, I don't have. This connection's awful. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're back again. Sorry about that. Because I don't have equipment, I need to invest in that. But like I say, my brain works at 1,000 miles an hour. And in truth, you know, advice I can give in terms of like working in the industry, not just in theatre, gigging and like that. Like, there's so much I could divulge. But if you want to know that stuff, I'd love it if you'd ask. You know, I want to be able to come and learn new things. And like, for example, like I sing, obviously I sing musical theatre stuff, but I've been gigging for years. So I do like weddings and corporate events, and I write shows and I produce bits and bobs. I do produce screens. Hello, we're back again. Sorry. Yes. So, you know, I also, like, for example, I can build puppets. Things I've as good as you, but there's little tips I can give you to sort of, you know, if you guys ask for it, I'll make a video on it. I'm 100% happily do tips and lessons and stuff, or there, then please message me in the comments. And if you want to do a vocal lesson via Zoom, we can. Well, there's little tips and stuff I've picked up that I really think I could help people with. And if you know you want that help, then you ask me. I'm at your disposal. You know, I know what works for me, and I've been working in the industry now for 18 years. So, I mean, I don't consider myself great at what I do, but I must be doing something right to have done it as a full-time job for 18 years. Well, at the same time, Carl, to be honest, I need to get back into the industry once again. Do you know what? So, Sam Carver, I've got a skill for you. So, there's something I've been wanting to do for ages, and this can do it. I wanted to do it as a stage show, but you could also film it. So I recently watched Tremors again. Tremors is like a classic film, Kevin Bacon, and I want to do like a short, maybe 1 hour, 1 act musical version of Tremors. So yeah, that's the edited that down and stuff. There's little things. I think if it was filmed, it could be really, really funny. It'd like a great video for YouTube for people to watch and get into. But that show, I'd like to do I'd like to do a series of like things like nostalgia musicals, which are like maybe short half an hour to 1 hour musical segments, like nostalgic films. So like you've got Gremlins, you've got Tremors, you've got all things like that, and you could do like some really good sort of like nostalgia type musical type things. Which again, if we had to do that as a project. Yeah, I'd do that as a project. But again, I can't do that until obviously we're built up a little bit more. You know, the videos at the moment. So how I work it is most people on. It's the problem is because most people upload maybe once a week or twice a week to YouTube. Their videos get loads of views, whereas because I'm doing every day, a lot of my older videos get missed. So bloody connection. Come on, there we go, we're back again. Yeah, a lot of my older videos get missed because I upload every single day. It's kind of hard to go back on them. So, I mean, if you do me a favor, guys, and go to the playlist that says musicals and Disney and click autoplay and just have a look through some of the back catalogue, because I would love your suggestions for other songs from some of them that I've done already. I'd love suggestions for songs that I haven't done. But I get people request songs. I'm like, I've done that like 3 months ago. Or I done that one back then. And I'm trying to remember when exactly, because I use so many. It's hard to keep track of everything. Like I sometimes forget what I've done. I'll record a song. And I go, oh shit, I've done that already. And then I can't use it again. So it happens quite a lot because I try and plan as much as I can, and I plan ahead. There are 200 musical theatre songs. I mean that's a few concerts, isn't it? It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have any questions for me whilst I'm sitting here and looking like a lemon to everyone else walking through? If there's any questions you have, I'm happy to answer them, like in terms of like performance and we'll give it a go. I am reading the comments as we speak and drinking my monster. I know it's not good for me. No, it's not good for me. Theorists can be saying here too, technically. Me on this planet. Thanks. Fair enough. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of like at a point now where I am going to start doing lives. I'm going to start. Mark's just said he's drinking rum. Well, that sounds lovely. I really fancy the other day. I fancied a cider. Jaeger and Coke, a student's diet. Brilliant. So I'll tell you a student story. So chain of pubs, and they had. I worked there, so I got a few drinks. So I'm sitting down, not at work. I was night off. We were meeting up there to drink, and I was drinking this Fruity, and before I knew it, I was like, this isn't affecting me. It's a milkshake. So I was like, well, it's clearly not affecting me. So I just carried on drinking. And I'm not a tall guy. I'm not exactly ill, really. And I was going like eighth one, and I was like, I'm not feeling this. And obviously, after 8 beers, you need to go to the bathroom. I sort of swooshed the alcohol around, and I was suddenly so drunk. And honestly, since that day, I'm so careful when I drink. Man, like university, yeah, because that's the new student drink, is it? See, ours was a snake bite and black, which is cider. Yeah, it was nasty stuff. Claire, I'm drinking. I know it's a miracle on a Saturday night. Well, this connection, I keep saying this connection, it's awful. It's an absolutely awful connection. But yes, sorry, I was not drinking on a Saturday night. What a bloody miracle. See, even Mark says bloody hell, Claire. See, so yes, like I said, about support and stuff. I that like, let me see it go up. I want to see it. I want to see it. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. No, I love Unreal, and truly, I truly appreciate it. And I know I'm like a broken record. I know I say it, all the time. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. It's the truth. I honestly appreciate each and every one of you, and maybe I'll be doing a few different videos as well. So, like, keeping some of you happy with some of the content, because I'm flying blind. I'll be honest with you. I pick songs like for musicals. I try and mix it up. And I do some maybe lesser known, some really popular ones. Like I've just recorded "Love Never Dies" from Wheelhouse. But it's what I wanted to try and do. This connection is going to kill me. It is. If COVID doesn't first, this connection is going to kill me. Oh my God. Right. So this connection's awful. You guys have been amazing. I'm going to let you guys have your night in peace, because I truly, I know, like I said, before I keep repeating myself, I know I sound like a broken record. I do. But honestly, the support means so much. Genuinely, I can't ask for a better bunch of people watching these videos and helping me out. If you could all share, you know, the videos. Like today's video, I uploaded. I'd love it if you can go and watch that for me and share, because every share helps, every view helps, every like helps, and every time you comment, I do reply. Talk to me and comment, and people are going to take the time to come and watch my videos. I'm damn well going to take the time to. Right, so guys, thank you so much for joining me. Again, we've nearly been on here an hour, about 50 minutes. I thank you so much for all your support. I really do believe that. Please share. Please tell people to come over, subscribe, and help me out a bit more. It's free. It makes a difference. Honestly, when that goes up, it makes a massive difference to my day. Truly. So, which I won't be able to do as of Thursday. See you later. Bye.